Great stuff for you today. Remember last week we were talking about how franchisable your business is. Whether you want to franchise it or not, having procedures and protocols in place just make it so much easier for your business to be thriving and making money with or without you in it, which is important. And it makes it easier, more simple, and when it's simple for you and your team, then it's easier for everybody to pick up the baton and run with it at the right time. So you really want to do that. But today, so we're going to talk about the certification and how getting certified in personal injury, especially for the doctors and the attorneys, it really creates value in your practice because now it helps not only you have that self-esteem and that self-confidence in what you're doing, because a lot of us dabble in things. We dabble in personal injury, we dabble in extremity and sports injuries, or we dabble in different areas of law. And when we're a jack of all trade, where we're just trying to let everybody in, it really hurts ourself, our practice, and our community. Now watch this. There's a law called Pareto's Law, which says that 80% of us out there, regardless of what profession we're in, we're starving to death. And 20% of us out there that are really dialed in with a specialty rather than trying to be a jack of all trades, we're seeing 80% of the patients or clients out there. So what we want to do is make sure that we specialize in something. And that's why the Whiplash Group has put together a certification program. It's a whopping 8 hours. It's level 1. I still encourage doctors and attorneys to do some of the advanced training out there, like Dr. States with Personal Injury Training Institute. There are a couple other ones out there. Some of them are 150 hours. They're big. They're like a huge diplomate program. But you've got to have something to specialize in to really pick your area where you're going to spend your marketing dollars. Now, don't think that just because you're marketing in this area, you won't capture some other things. Like in our office, we focus on personal injury for our marketing dollars. But we really capture a lot of people from the community that are wellness patients or patients coming in for other ailments. Having a couple specialties just really it works well. But I'm telling you here as the Whiplash Group leader, I'm encouraging you to get specialized. I can't tell you how much value this creates for you, your practice, your employees, your patients, your community, and the doctors and attorneys that you're working with in that area. So check this out. This value creation, it's simple when we break it down. If you look at this little diagram, you'll see the value creation for a business and where the business is most successful. Well, it starts with the business owners. If they value something where they're going to deep dive into that area, and they start building that sphere. And now the employees understand that, because I've had this happen where somebody calls up the office, oh, does your doctor do this? Oh, yeah, we do. And we're not really good at that, but the staff is just trying to capture anybody that comes in. And I get that. You want to have your staff, you want to cast a broad net, but you need to filter things down to make sure you're helping people where you really feel strong at helping. Ask yourself, do you ever turn a patient away? Do you ever turn a client away because it doesn't quite jive with what you're really good at? Where you feel like, I might not be able to do quite as good of a service, or I know so-and-so that might be able to help them better. That is a really good integrity barometer to have in your toolbox, because we're not designed to help everybody. Last week, we talked about franchisability of your practice. Look, not everybody wants to go to McDonald's. Some people prefer Burger King. Now, we're talking about two different hamburger places, right? But they have their different specialty, their different secret recipe. But somebody who loves Taco Bell, they're not going to jive at McDonald's. If you're not going to be a fit for everybody is what I'm trying to say. So make sure, like we talked about last time, you build your model to be really good at what you're good at so that you're attracting the right people into your practice, whether it's medical or legal, that you're helping refer out to other people that you know their specialty, you know they'd be better at that because they've carved that niche. They have that area of specialty, which makes it easier for you now as a community person to refer to the right business for that client. And for them to do that to you when you pick your specialty and you black belt that area. Are you following me with this? I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, but it's really powerful of how when you put out that specialty, how you're leveraging your specialty, you're creating value, and it makes it easier for people to find you when you do that. So then your staff, when you get black belted in your specialty, like getting certified in personal injury, and I encourage you to have your staff do it. This is the most cost-effective certification and education program in personal injury that's out there currently that I've seen. So it's just such a great starting point. And if you want to have your staff get certified with you, it's very affordable. And now they understand more of what you understand, which starts pushing more towards that center. When people are calling on the phone, they know how to push to that business success center. When both you and your staff get what you're good at and know how to articulate that because you've been studying it, so now it's just like second nature language for you guys. Now it's easier for all of you to bring that value to the community and drive them into your practice to really focus on that center and grow your business. Amazing. Now, what I love about this is when we had that specialty, when we're really understanding Pareto's law, when we're really knowing from beginning, starting with the end in mind, and really knowing how to do our paperwork properly so it helps serve us and our staff better. It helps the insurance to understand better what we're doing as the doctors and treating physicians. It helps the lawyers to also have everything. So we began with the end in mind that the whole team can do a better job. And that creates leverage, as I point out here, less work with more leverage. So you can't help but create greater value. It's awesome. It's just such good stuff. And I love that word leverage because haven't we learned that before? Simplicity, probability, and leverage. That's what I love about business finishing school is they teach us things that's like, oh my gosh, I don't really understand what they're talking about. Once we start applying, it's like, that's the most logical thing I've ever heard. When we simplify things with procedures and as we talked about last week with that franchisability, now it's more probable of if we hand it off to somebody else in our team that can do this while we're focusing on paperwork, they can be doing therapies in the office, or paralegal can be doing this part of the case while I'm working on a part of the case that me, the attorney, can only work on this part. Now we have simplicity, probability, and leverage. We're able to leverage each other's skills. It works the same in the community with leveraging your relationship and your credibility when you own that credibility. So get certified. Don't just say, oh yeah, I'm a self-proclaimed specialist because I want to bill insurance. We want to be good at what we do and we want to be able to prove it. I mean, we'd never go to a brain doctor that's not a certified brain surgeon. Wait a minute, this guy is a brain surgeon, but he did another 3 years of certification and training after school. Yeah, I'm going to go to this guy right here to operate on my brain. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. So when we start helping people understand that, yeah, there are a lot of people that treat auto accidents in the local community, but are they certified? Have they done advanced training to know how to build this case properly, how to handle this case properly as a team player with the medical legal players that are involved? No, we do that. Why would people not want to come to us? Why would your patients not want to refer to you rather than somebody else? Why would your previous clients not refer to you rather than somebody else? Own it, just take it. It's awesome. So get certified. That's what I want to point out for today. Certification is a value driver. We talk about in personal injury cases, there are certain things that we can do that are value drivers in the case, but bringing us more people, it's a value driver to be certified. So please schedule a time, put it on your books. Like, I'm going to be certified by this date, and then work backwards on when do you have to do these courses by in order to get done. It's so easy. 8 hours is nothing. Now, granted, it might take twice that. You might watch a module, try to do the test, rewatch the module, and then you can do it in real time where it's an open book test and get it done. You have to show 80% proficiency. That's not hard, but it shows the community that you actually studied it. And that's why the certification thing says, look, you're certified in personal injury level 1. And what that means is you not only studied it, but you're proficient and have been tested on the material. So let's get that done, folks. Just wanted to bring that up for you today. Dr. Shellen, thanks. Have a great week.